Hey, what up, guys? Coming to you with the June TV boxing schedule. This one's pretty simple. It's every Tuesday and Thursday throughout the month of June, starting tomorrow night on June 9th. The whole schedule is out already. I don't think Bob Arum's going to be adding too much to it, but he might. But not a lot of big time action or big time matchups, but there are some decent, pretty solid fighters fighting. And it's pretty much just bringing boxing back with the coronavirus pandemic still in place and all the precautions that have to be taken. There will not be any crowds, but every Tuesday and Thursday night on ESPN, pretty much at 6 o'clock every week on those 2 days, you can catch some pretty solid boxing. So we're gonna basically run through. I'm just gonna run through the schedule for the month, stuff that you can check out. I might add things as I do the previews and predictions. Per week, I'll probably be hitting those on Sunday, Monday. But anyways, let's get right into it with the boxing schedule for June 2020. Start off with tomorrow night on June 9th on ESPN. You're going to see Shakur Stevenson, the 126-pound champion, undefeated, very talented, taking on Felix Caraballo. That starts at 6 o'clock, that whole card. Then on June 11th, we have a couple fights coming your way. The main event's going to see former 122-pound champion Jesse Magdaleno battling Yenifel Vicente. Again, that's ESPN at 6. On the undercard in the co-feature, you're going to see featherweight contender Adam Lopez taking on Louis Correa there. Then on Tuesday, June 16th, not undefeated, Joshua Greer Jr. headlines when he takes on Mike Plania. I think that's I forget what weight class that's at, but that should be decent. Greer's on the rise. Plania's on, trying to make a name. Two guys trying to make a name for themselves, so that should be a decent fight. Then on the undercard, you got Giovanni Santillan at welterweight, undefeated welterweight, trying to make a name for himself against former lightweight champion Antonio DeMarco. So that should be decent. Then on Thursday, June 18th, there's Jose Pedraza, former two-division world champion. He's trying to make a name for himself at 140, taking on former world title challenger Mikel Lespierre. That should be a decent fight. That's at 6 o'clock that night as well. Also on the undercard, Gabriel Flores Jr. takes on Josec Ruiz. So decent action, guys on the rise there. Then on June 20th, one of the best super bantamweights in the world right now, the WBO champion at 122, Emmanuel Navarrete, will debut at 126. Even though he's not fighting there full time, he still plans on moving back down in weight. He'll take on Uriel Lopez. He's just staying busy. Can't wait to see that. Tuesday, June 23rd, we have a doubleheader. Andrew Maloney of the Maloney brothers is taking on Joshua Franco. And then on the undercard, former world title challenger Christopher Diaz battles former world title challenger Jason Sanchez. So that should be decent. Then on Thursday, June 25th, you got former world title challenger Oscar Negrete taking on the other Maloney brother, Jason Maloney, in a bantamweight fight. On the undercard, Toka Clary. Actually, I think this fight got canceled. Toka Clary versus Abraham Nova was the undercard, but I think that's been canceled. And then on June 30th, we're going to finish it off with undefeated Sonny Fredrickson, who's trying to make a name for himself at 140, is taking on former world title challenger Alex Saucedo. That's on ESPN Plus at 6 o'clock. And then on the undercard, Josue Vargas is taking on Salvador Briseño. So not a lot of big name action. Your biggest one is probably tomorrow night, kicking it off with Shakur Stevenson. You got Jesse Magdaleno, Emmanuel Navarrete later in the month, and Jose Pedraza, the former two-division champ. So decent action going on here. Maybe your best back-and-forth action, if I could call the fight of the month right now, I'd say is Pedraza versus Lespierre in terms of back-and-forth, or Fredrickson versus Alex Saucedo on June 30th. But just to get boxing back, again, every Tuesday and Thursday we're going to be seeing these guys through the month of June. July will be better, I promise you that. They're already talking about some good fights in July. So they're just trying to get it back. Big props to all these guys fighting, because they're taking a chance, risking their health and everything to get to get back to boxing and get the fans what they want, with no crowd as well. So I'm really looking forward to it. But everything's on ESPN. One of them, I believe, is ESPN Plus. But I'll update you guys every week the more information that I get when I do the previews and predictions. But again, every Tuesday, Thursday throughout the month of June. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, guys. True Boxing. Been hit with the truth.